So we have a fish now.
Yeah. You know what that means, right?
But what does that mean?
Well, as assistants, we have to raise it together, like legally.
Legally?
Yeah, you signed a contract, remember?
What contract?
Right there, that's your signature, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Chris?
I like Chris.
Chris the fish.
Steven,
Yeah,
Steve-O.
Steve for short, yeah.
Yeah.
Jeffrey, with a G.
Joffrey.
Joffrey.
Ocean man, take me by the hand, lead me to the land that you understand. Ocean man, the voyage to the corner of the globe is a real trip. Ocean man, the crust of the tan, landing by the sand, soaking up the first of the land. Ocean man. So this fish food, is it organic?
Yeah.
Is it gluten-free?
Yeah.
Does it have GMOs?
Yeah.
It does.
No.
Oh, okay. And the food, did it come from like a good background?
Yeah,
Like a pretty good home?
I think so.
Okay, yeah, that checks out. We can, yeah. Now the Lord provided a huge fish to swallow Jonah, and Jonah was in the belly of the fish 3 days and 3 nights. From inside the fish, Jonah prayed to the Lord his God. He said, "In my distress I called to the Lord, and he answered me. From deep in the realm of the dead I called for help, and you listened to my cry. You hurled me into the depths, into the very heart of the seas, and the currents swirled about me. All your waves and breakers swept over me."
Texas, and when they had done this, they pulled such a large number of fish that their nets were breaking. And by God's grace and mercy today, we have with us one of those fish.
Hey, Fish, do you have your sermon ready for this week?
What are you looking at?
Are you online dating again? Good night, little fishy.
Sweet dreams.
Hey, bud. Fish? How you doing, man? What's your name? We don't know yet.
Excuse me. You seen Lloyd?
Wait, Lloyd's not here? Well, how is Lloyd not here?
I'm here.
Guys, I don't want to do another video montage.
No.
Please tell me we're not doing another one of those. No, that was not fun.
Welcome to YouTube Live!
Hey.
I mean, Winter Camp
Hey,
Live!
whoa.
Whoa! Hey, my Grubhub made it!
No, whoa.
This
Hey.
is my Grubhub!
No, it's not. No,
Yeah.
Lloyd.
I thought
Okay, no, that's not Grubhub.
That's not my... That's
You
not my-
ordered Long John Silver's, not this fish.
They'll text you when they get here.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're on their way.
Okay, then I'm gonna go get my food!
Okay, wow. That was exciting.
Thanks, guys.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fish, I'm sorry. We will protect you forever. So this is our fish. I don't know if you guys saw him.
Yeah.
Does he have it is a he.
It is
Just
a
throwing
he.
that out there.
Yeah.
But we have some names. Drop in the chat what you want its name to be. But we have our top two right now
Mhm.
are Leon
Yeah.
and Swim Shady.
Oh.
Yeah, Swim Shady. So
Can you please stand up?
it can, but it's trying. It can go in its house. We've seen it go in its
I've
house
seen it go
before. So yeah, pretty excited
Well,
about that.
guys, welcome back. Thanks for being here. This is our second night. Again, we just want to remind you a couple of things. 3 C's. You guys remember that? Put that in the chat. Courteous, Christ-honoring / Christ-like, and courageous.
Considerate, not courteous.
Oh,
Reagan.
be both.
I'm just gonna be honest. That was embarrassing. I don't know if you can ever
It
come
was
back from
when-
that one.
If you didn't announce it, I feel like it wouldn't be as embarrassing. Now that you've acknowledged it, nice. But we have a special thing
I
tonight.
like to
What do we
embarrass
have? We
people.
have the polls, right?
Tonight we have some polls. So you
Nice.
guys saw some of our favorite videos, some of the videos that you guys submitted from the challenges. But we're gonna have some polls, and to enter these polls, we're gonna show some of our actual favorite videos,
Yeah.
some of the best ones. And if you didn't make it, you actually were still great, and you're a star. But
To enter these polls, you can see the directions on your screen right now. And so what you're gonna do is you're gonna text that number. I believe it's 22333. You're gonna text to that number. In your text bubble, you're gonna put my code, ReadManning836. After that, you're gonna get a response that's like, you're now part of the poll.
That's the code. That's it.
Yeah. Oh wow. So there's some numbers coming up on the screen now.
Got that.
But yeah, so it'll send you a text back that's like, you're now entered in this poll, or like, oh, you're first time, and then you'll have an opportunity to watch the videos and enter the poll. And so that's really cool. So we actually have our first video coming up. So this first category is the stacking, and the videos will be coming up in just a sec. So we're really excited to see this.
I'm so excited.
That's a good stack.
That's a cool stack.
Yeah.
Nice family stack.
Yeah, wow. Okay, we're gonna have our second one now.
Oh, very impressive.
Wow, that's a good stack.
Awesome.
Hey, wow, that's a pretty
that's a
impressive
lot.
stack too. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come over to our little projector board, and our production team is gonna pan over with us.
Heavy camera.
Lloyd, whoa.
Oh, Lloyd.
I need to get that
Lloyd is
right.
unhinged today.
It's on.
Okay. So here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna text, once you've texted this number, 22333, once you've texted them my code and they've given you a little response that says, this is you're in or whatever.
Yeah.
You're gonna text A if you think Aiden and Michael's video
Yes.
was the best one.
That first
B if you think Aaliyah's was the best one.
Second stack.
And C if you think Hazel's was the best one. That was the
First stack.
third stack.
That's exactly.
Reagan, you're kind of a good stacker, right?
I'd like to say I'm good at stacking.
Yeah.
I stack myself every day.
Wow, how do you do that?
That's how I get this tall. I just
Oh, we can't.
Is that the
Stack.
secret?
yeah.
That's how I should
I
do it
just
then?
stack. Yeah.
What's your
I'll give you the
favorite
tips
burger
later.
place?
Stacked.
You like stacked?
Yeah.
I really
I
love
think it was just
stacked.
the first thing that came to my mind because
Yeah,
stacked
so-
said so much.
Remember to send in your results,
Yep.
A, B, or C,
ABC
to that number. And so we're really excited to see you guys,
to see.
to see what you guys say, and then, yeah, A, B. Yeah, A, B, or C. So, yeah, put A, B, or C.
Currently, there's a lot of B's in the chat. We would love you to text us.
Yeah, currently
Text
there's
it,
B's
yes.
in the chat, but please text this number
This.
and take part in the poll so we can see your results on here.
Mhm.
It's like the election night with, what's his name? Who was the guy?
I don't remember.
Do you remember, who you know the guy?
The guy.
The guy who's like, oh, if we go over to this county,
We look over here.
Yeah,
Nothing
so-
is reporting in.
so let's review A, B, and C one more time.
So.
Oh, wow, so we have some, whoa, that's really cool.
Nice. Wow. If we look right now,
That was pretty
here are the
fantastic.
numbers.
So, okay, so wow, B and C right now are the two that are doing pretty good. So we're actually going to finish up. The polls are closed.
Right
C,
now. That's it. See.
C is the winner. It's Hazel, and so let's go back to the couches and we'll show
That's
some
awesome.
other. Yeah, let's give it up for Hazel.
Woo.
Hazel, really great job on your stack.
Incredible stacking, if I do say so myself. Nice. Wow.
So we have another poll. Are you pretty excited about poll two?
I am so excited about
How excited are you?
I am very excited.
Why? Well, I would say I'm outstandingly excited.
That's
So this one is trick shots. Stop texting A and B or B and C right now, because there's actually going to be a new
You haven't
poll.
seen them yet.
Have not
some,
seen them yet.
There's some new videos that you guys can
But this category is going to be trick shots. So you guys submitted some really cool trick shots, and we're going to play them right now. So the first one is going to be
Who's that?
Anna and Nicole.
Wow, this was a great one. This was hilarious.
This was a good trick shot.
There was a horse, and Oceans was playing. So if you like that,
If you like
hey,
oceans,
remember
which ocean is your favorite?
Atlantic. No, should have been God's Love. That
Nice,
should be God's
that's
Love.
true.
My bad. Can we take that again from the Oceans song?
Okay, now we're going to play the second one. This is going to be Emmanuel.
Wow, that's an incredible shot. So good. It was like a cool, like nonchalant, forward shot, back shot. Ooh, nailed it.
Nice.
That
Great
was
job,
nice.
Emmanuel. And our final, this is going to be C, is going to be Jenna. So we're really excited to
This
see
is a paid
Jenna's trick shot.
advertisement for Coca-Cola.
No, not so nonchalant. Just and that's it.
Okay,
Awesome.
so we're going to go back
Those were the
to our
trickiest
board.
of shots.
And wow, if our
Here we go.
producers,
Studio tour. Don't
yeah,
look
well,
back there.
don't look back there.
Whoa!
That's crazy,
Here we
man.
go. Whoa.
So now we have A, B, and C.
Here we go.
A is Anna and Nicole.
Uh-huh.
B is Emmanuel.
Uh-huh.
C is Jenna.
Wow.
So text your answers to the same
There we
number.
go.
You don't have to resend or anything like that. You just text A, B, or C.
Nicole.
If you think it's Nicole, And Anna, you put A.
Oh,
Anna and
we have a
Nicole
clear
are.
tie?
Oh, they're
no.
they're pulling ahead.
Oceans is taking it away.
Oceans and you,
Wow.
yeah, partly because of your
That is
endorsement
incredible.
potential.
I think
yeah.
it was. Wow.
I do love the ocean. I love dolphins.
Uh-huh.
What are some of your favorite marine animals?
Horses? Oh no, wait, that was
No, that's seahorses. Yeah, there are
seahorses.
seahorses.
Wow.
So it looks like Anna and Nicole are winning, but
Yeah.
we'll give a few more seconds to you
That's
guys
incredible.
for you guys to get results and stuff like that. But it looks like it's Anna and Nicole. So the polls are actually going to stay open 2 more seconds.
No,
That was
he was ready
Freaked you out,
I was ready to
Regan.
call it.
Yeah.
When you call
Okay, I'm going to call it right now.
Oh,
Anna
there
and
you
Nicole
go.
are the winners.
Nice.
Let's give it up for Anna and
Awesome.
Nicole.
Everyone give it up.
Let's give it up for Oceans. Let's give it up for Hillsong. Sorry, Hillsong, we're not them, so
Yeah.
I don't know if we can give it up for them.
Wish
They're-
we were.
Well, I don't know, because it's like copyright, so I don't know if by copyright we could shout Hillsong out.
Oops.
So we have one more category. Well, we actually have 2 more categories, but one more thing for the polls.
Nice.
And this one is actually going to be who has the most.
Okay, who has the most? Who's the greediest out?
Yeah, who has accumulated the most things. Earthly possessions are a sin.
Yeah.
You heard it here at Winter Campus. If you own property, you are a sinner. So let's look at some of our favorite the most videos / pictures.
Ah, wow, that's a lot of stuff.
That is insane.
That's a lot of the most.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let's go to the next one. Yeah, we're really excited about this.
Oh wow,
Wow.
that's just a lot of coins. Right
That
there.
is just many things.
Boom, there it is.
A lot of nouns, am I right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to our third one. Yeah,
Whoa,
this is pretty radical.
that is a lot of shoes.
That is
I feel like-
Reagan, how many pairs of shoes would you say you have?
Like one, and I'm wearing them right now.
Yeah, I think I have 2.
That's all I need.
Maybe.
Okay.
That is gorgeous. The video's still
That has
going.
a lot of feet. That's cool. Oh wow, look.
That is, oh my gosh, it's still going. It's still going. Update. That is a lot of stuff. So let's go back to our polls. Yeah, let's go back and we're gonna see right over here. We're gonna pan back. And there's might be something hiding
Nah,
back there.
Ignore that. That's
But
just
yeah.
working on more stuff.
So once again, A, B,
Oh,
or
wow.
C. A is the Ortiz brothers.
Uh-huh.
B is Mac,
Uh-huh.
and C is Daniela.
Oh, okay.
So
wow, 3-way tie right there. Incredible.
okay, Daniela's pulling ahead.
Oh no.
With she has 50%. She's actually dominating now. Okay,
Wow.
can you guys?
Whoa.
No, we're not done yet. Don't take this.
going.
Don't take the stage
Oh,
down.
hey guys, there's still like a lot more of the show here, huh? It's okay. Just ignore that,
Yeah,
guys.
just ignore the sound being made over there.
They're gonna get fired later, so it's okay. It's
Keep
okay.
sending in your texts.
Look at this.
And okay, Daniela is ahead, but Max still it's
They're
close.
still. It's pretty close.
close,
If you guys
but-
keep voting,
What's your prediction?
something could happen.
What's your prediction, Reagan?
I don't know. I don't want to predict because I know it could be wrong, and I just don't like being wrong.
Yeah, that's forecast. You don't want to predict the future
No,
because
yeah.
yeah,
If I've
we
learned
don't wanna
anything from this
forecast.
week, don't want to do it.
Yeah, I don't trust
Not gonna
weathermen.
No.
That's what I got out of this.
Yeah.
I also don't trust you because when you say you're 10 minutes away, you're not. So
Yeah.
that kind of hurt my
Well,
feelings.
that's
I
because
guess.
I tried to forecast it.
Ah, he tried. Yeah, he did what the
Should've done
GPS
that.
told him.
Yeah.
So Daniela looks like she's winning,
Wow.
and we're gonna call it for Daniela
Oh, wow.
if she
Okay.
wins in a minute. So
Yeah.
let's
Let's
okay.
just keep seeing.
Yeah, let's
Oh,
just keep
it's
seeing.
getting
It's
close.
getting closer.
You guys
Okay.
want Mac to win.
Okay,
It
Mac
can
is,
maybe
is coming
happen.
back, but we're gonna call it for Daniela
Okay,
now.
well that's it.
So Daniela, congrats!
Very
You are
close.
entered into the drawing.
Awesome.
Actually, they all were, I think. So
Yeah. Well,
actually, I can't
you
officially
get
say
the
that. But I
satisfaction
actually don't
of
know.
winning
Yeah, satisfaction.
by some percent.
Snickers satisfies.
So does Jesus.
Forecast.
Cool. Okay, now
We're gonna play.
thanks for playing that.
We're gonna
Thanks
do
for
something, right?
being in the polls. We are. This is our new game. This is another game. This is wow. I wonder what they were doing up here the whole time. Must have
Have they
been
been up
installing our new trash cans.
Wow, that's cool.
That's awesome. Well, this is for our game, guys. This is what's in the trash can. Basically, right now, we're gonna start with this is the first trash can. So what I want you guys in the chat to do is basically ask us some yes or no questions, almost like a 20-question type thing, and we'll come back and answer it. But right now, we're just gonna maybe examine what's in there. We're gonna push this around. Okay, it's pretty easy to push.
Yeah, it's not too hard.
Alright, yeah. Okay, you can lift it up a little. Okay. Okay.
I'm kind of neutral about the contents.
That's
I don't know if I like this or dislike
Yeah,
it.
that's okay. Okay, we're gonna move
Okay.
on to the second one again.
But put
In the
your
chat,
yes or no questions.
Yes or no questions. Oh yeah, this one was. Oh gosh, even me and Reed together
It's
couldn't
like
lift
Thor's
that.
hammer.
That was
Yeah.
incredible.
That is crazy. So
You know, I don't know. It looks pretty big in here. I don't
it's
think I've ever
decent
seen.
sized.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen one this big before in there. Wow. Well,
Wow.
let's move
That's
back to the
crazy.
first one. And so we're gonna take your questions, your yes or no, and that's it. Just yes or no questions
So-
in the chat. Again, keep pushing them.
Keep pushing them.
Just like 20 questions or anything like that.
Read-
Yes or no questions, we'll answer them, we'll take them, and hopefully you guys can guess by the yes or no questions what is in here.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, you can, man.
Yeah,
Anything.
why don't you ever respond to my texts?
No, I do respond. They're just not truthful responses.
Okay, that's good.
Gotcha. Nailed it.
So we have some yes or no questions that we're actually going to be answering.
Any
just a
guesses?
sec.
Any yes or no's?
Any guess?
Mm-hmm. Anything.
Currently,
Is it round?
The trash can is round.
The trash
Good
can's round,
observation.
yeah.
That's awesome.
Is it a feather?
It is not a feather.
It's not a feather.
do you like the color yellow?
Personally? not
It's okay. I like the Steelers.
Yeah.
They're black and
really. You
yellow.
ever seen me wear yellow?
So
Is it a toy?
no, definitely not.
Repeat the question.
It is not a toy. It is not a toy. I do not
Is
personally
it
like it.
heavier? Is it heavier than 30 pounds?
It is heavier than 30 pounds,
sure,
but
yeah.
it was. I mean, remember, it was pretty light for us.
That's a good question, though.
That is a very good question.
A great question. You should ask more like it.
Is it an object you need to in order to live?
Yeah.
Repeat
This
it.
thing could not.
Technically,
This could not happen.
might. I mean,
I think you do.
for my financial reasons.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. You do need this in order to live.
Is it a gas?
Is it a gas? There
no.
is
I mean,
gas,
Obviously, there's
in it.
air in there,
but yeah, no,
for
there's-
separate reasons.
Yeah,
Is it a Bible?
it is not
No,
the Bible,
it's not a
but
Bible.
from certain.
Is the
point of view,
trash can full?
fairly?
Yeah.
Yeah, the trash can is fairly full. Okay, do you guys know?
Well, we're gonna move.
So next
guess.
up, we want you guys to guess what is in trash can 1, and we're gonna take
We're gonna move to
your
trash can
questions
2.
about trash can
Yep,
2.
here we go. Okay, this one was the heavy one. This one was the one that neither of us can lift. This is the big one. Yeah. Any questions?
What are your
Anything at all.
questions?
You can ask the same questions even, but
Yeah.
we'll have different responses because
It's obviously
it's
a different thing.
object. Exactly.
Is it a liquid?
Yeah. Is it a
No.
liquid? No, it is
It's
not
not
a
a liquid.
liquid. This is not liquid at all.
No.
Are there multiple things in the trash can?
Yes, there
kinda.
are multiple
It-
things in the trash
You
can.
need
Yes.
both things, but there's things.
Yeah, there are technically multiple things.
Is it full of AirPods?
It is
No.
not. This is not
I
full of
wish,
AirPods.
no.
No, that was a good
It's
question.
not the grand prize.
Shout out to that question. Let's give it up for that person.
Is it living?
Is it living? No,
No.
it is not living.
No.
Is Taylor in that trash can?
Taylor is not
No,
in this
Taylor's
trash
not in
can.
the trash can. Nice try.
Yeah, that was a good guess.
So you guys think we'd stoop so low to put Taylor in this trash can?
We would not do that.
Never.
That is a
Never in
sin.
million years.
Taylor
You're so
is my
bad.
boss.
Yeah. You would never be in this trash can.
Yeah, that's the things employees do, not employers.
Yeah.
Is it used at school, like school supplies?
This could be used as certain school
Could be,
at
but you
schools.
shouldn't.
I wouldn't say it's school supplies
It
though.
would not be a school
No,
supply.
no,
I
this is-
guess it could be there.
It's not a pencil.
Yeah.
Ooh, Chapman Hurley. Would
Okay.
a kid want this?
Would a kid want this? Great question, Chap Hurley.
It could. I think it's cool.
Yeah,
I think it's
like,
cool.
Yeah, some kids would like this.
Most
Some
of-
kids
most
might not like it
adults
as
have
much.
them, but
Yeah, it's
I
more-
think you'd think it's cool.
Yeah, some kids would like this.
Yeah.
A lot of people are wondering if there's actually something in there.
There
is something in
absolutely
here.
is something
Hey,
in
would
both
I not be
trash
able to
cans.
lift it if something's in here? Are you
Yeah,
questioning
come
my
on, guys.
strength?
Reagan is a man of integrity, and he actually,
Yeah.
if from what I've been told, is a Christian.
Yeah. I
So-
would never lie about how late I am or how close I am
Guess
to
the
being
answer.
here.
Okay, so we want you guys to guess the
Guess
answer
answers right
to
here, right now.
what's in the
In the
second
chat.
trash can in the chat. So we're gonna come back to the first
Here we
trash
go.
can
We'll do
really
the first
quick.
one. Okay. Well.
Did anyone
Big
guess this
reveal.
properly?
Yeah.
Sophia Dane?
Wow.
Sophia Daniel did guess what's in this trash can. She is entered into the drawing, I believe.
Ooh,
And so
AirPods.
what's in this trash can?
Let's see.
Well, I didn't even need to pull it out.
Whoa.
So Taylor is in this trash
Incredible.
can. Taylor, how did it feel to be in the trash
Yeah.
can?
It really smelled like trash, and I should expect that, but
Well, now we know what it smells like in a trash can.
Okay.
And now we know that I will never do that ever. Thanks, Taylor, for testing this for us. Bye. See you next time. Okay. Here's the next one. This one is the second one. And as you can see, it took me all my strength to move it to this location. And
You guys good over there?
very good. Great.
No? I'm good.
Yay!
Taylor, yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Awesome. Okay. Again, more guesses in this trash can. Reed, I think it's time to reveal.
They
What
want to
is
know
in
if you're
this
throwing
trash?
iCarly in the trash can.
iCarly is not in the trash can, no. iCarly is actually not trash. iCarly is actually The Office's replacement on Netflix. And is it suitable, Reagan? Do you think they're roughly equal in value?
Not at all.
I think they absolutely are. Because
That's okay.
Freddie is like Michael Scott,
Is he?
Carly is like Pam,
Is
Sam
she?
is like Jim,
I
not in
guess.
certain ways, but
People Jenna thinks Sam is in the trash can.
Sam is not in the trash
Sam
can.
is not.
This is not a living
Like
person.
Pastor
We already
Sam?
did that once.
No, Pastor Sam's
No,
not.
I thought she meant Sam from iCarly.
Oh, maybe.
No.
Either one. Neither of those are in the trash can.
Do you want to do a quick reveal?
I think we should. Read.
Okay.
What is in this?
Your name.
It's a dartboard.
Wow. Incredible. Now read.
Hello.
You've been trying to convince me, like, this whole weekend, that you are great at darts.
I'm
and
so good at darts.
I just don't believe it.
I believe it.
I can't, though.
You should
I
just
can't
believe it.
forecast that you are good at darts. I just
Excellent
can't
tie
believe it.
back to the theme. So we're actually going to invite one of our production assistants up, and he's going to help us out here.
This is our intern, Lloyd. He's expendable, so he'll help us out with
Can
this.
you hold my
For
microphone?
sure, dude. Here we go. Okay, Reed. So now you are going to throw 2 darts at the dartboard, and Lloyd is going to hold it. Lloyd, hold still. Lloyd, come on, lift it up. Lloyd, you don't want to mess this up. The more you move, the more likely he's going to mess up. Don't mess this up for him, Lloyd.
You don't want to.
Lloyd.
Okay. No, you don't want to do
Lloyd.
that. Okay, I'm gonna throw it in 3. Ah! Oh my gosh. I'm not even gonna count down.
Okay, here we go. Ready? Whoa! That's awesome. I think that was a
Okay.
15.
I'm gonna do. How
Okay,
many
here we
points
go.
did I get? I
Here
got
we go.
15 points.
Yep. Okay, Lloyd.
Does that give me-
Don't move, Lloyd.
How many points for?
I don't know.
That's
Whoa!
also
Nice.
15, right?
Nope, I think that was on 16 or 19. Whatever. Awesome.
Wow.
Guys, you've seen it here. Lloyd.
Take one more step back,
Yes.
Lloyd.
Wow. Let's see this. Here we go.
Okay.
He's so impressive. He's gonna do it again. No, Lloyd.
Oh.
I'm gonna throw it.
Hey!
Almost.
Awesome. Great job, Reed. I now believe you.
Thank you, Reagan. Oh, it's a bullseye?
Whoa!
That is crazy.
Lloyd, you did
This is
it.
absolutely crazy.
That's awesome.
Wow.
I can't believe you.
Well,
got
Lloyd,
it.
let's give it up for Lloyd.
Yeah.
Oh my
No,
God.
no,
Reagan,
no,
no.
Not the fish, Lloyd.
Not the fish. Okay.
Awesome. Well, thanks, guys.
So Lloyd is gone.
Yeah. Listen, the intern's been fired after that.
But we actually have an adequate replacement for Lloyd.
Yep.
And that's Taylor. So
Yeah.
Taylor's going to come up and she's going to take us through the next part of the night.
Thanks, guys. I really am happy to be out of that trash can. Very thankful to be here tonight. We're going to transition into the next portion of the night. We've been, last night you heard me and Michelle talking from 2 passages from the book of Mark, and we're going to look at another passage tonight from Lloyd. And we're going to disable the chat this time. We figured out how to do it. So just please be respectful. We want you guys to really just pay attention and to be able to reflect on the words being said. You can pull out your own Bible to follow along too. That could be. But yeah, we're just really excited to hear next from Lloyd, and after that we'll do some worship. So if you guys just get ready, if you want to get in a couple, get ready to just hear from Lloyd and hear from Lloyd.
Hey everyone, how are you guys doing tonight? Hey, I'm so glad you're back with us. Last night we had the incredible privilege of having Michelle come and share with us this incredible story where the disciples were in this raging storm, and Jesus brings this calm to the storm with his incredible power and authority. Yet the disciples were wondering, but who is this person? Again, this natural reaction where we would assume the disciples get it and were amazed at the miracle, but instead were a bit kind of terrified at who Jesus was. And then Taylor followed up with a great talk, and she brought us into another story in the Gospel of Mark, where the disciples once again are in this crisis. They're in this storm. It's raging out of control, and Jesus sees them. And Jesus makes his way to them, walks out on this water in this incredible miracle, and yet the disciples thought he was a ghost. Again, terrified, afraid, constant misses along the way. Tonight I want to take us to a story in the Gospel of Mark again, to a story where Jesus heals a blind man. And in this story, it's going to illustrate how once again the disciples' sight is still developing. You could say that perhaps for them, they had a spiritual blindness because, like Taylor mentioned last night, maybe they had these expectations of Jesus which were off, maybe too high, maybe too low, or just way out of bounds. And we ourselves get in that same way, where we might find ourselves spiritually blind as well. We have eyes, but do we really see? I remember I was in high school and my friend took me, we went and got ice cream, and afterwards we finished our ice cream, we were going back, and he had this football. He says, "Lloyd, go out for a catch." And so it was nighttime, And so I looked over, and here's this pole with this light. And I said to him, you know what? Throw the ball towards the light so I can see it when I go to catch it. So I go running off, and then he goes to throw the ball. Now I have eyes, but I failed to see quite a few things. One is I should have known that as I'm running towards this light, it's actually running towards a light post. So here I am running, and I'm looking back. So failure one is I'm not really looking at this post that I know is there. Failure number two was as I was now looking back, I saw him, and he had this panic look. Not really maybe panic, but he's kind of like, ooh. But when I saw him do this, I thought he meant like, oh yeah, bring it down for a catch. And so all of a sudden I'm like, okay, I'm supposed to catch it. Well, as I go to catch the ball, as I'm having my eyes here, I don't have my eyes on what's in front. I don't have my eyes, and I can see him and his reaction, but I misinterpreted it. And as I caught that ball, brought it down, it was too late, and I had run literally head first into the pole. Eyes, but failed to see. It was a miss, a failure. The story that we find ourselves in this story tonight is Jesus healing a blind man. And in this story is this metaphor of Jesus asking this question to his disciples. Are you seeing clearly, correctly? Let me just pray for us real fast before we dive into the text. God, will you speak through us tonight? Lord, will you open our eyes to the blind areas that we have? We thank you in Jesus' name. Amen. Mark chapter 8. Let's turn there together. Verse 22. When they arrived at Bethsaida, some people brought a blind man to Jesus, and they begged him to touch the man and heal him. So here in the very beginning, we see the popularity of Jesus. And what's really interesting is that in Mark chapters 1 through 8, it's answering this question, who is Jesus? And when we get to this story, literally, we're like at the bridge. We're like at this point where this passage acts as this hinge. As we move from this question of who is Jesus, it becomes rather answered. Jesus is going to be going, and we'll see in a minute how Peter goes to declare that Jesus is the Messiah. We're going to go from Jesus as Messiah, answering the question of who he is, to now the remainder of Mark in chapters 8 through 16, the last half, is going to answer what kind of Savior is Jesus? If he is the Messiah, well, what kind of Savior, Messiah is he? Well, the crowds had gathered. They're so popular. Everyone's like, you got to get to this Jesus guy because there's something special. There's something unique about him. Again, we're kind of answering the question who he is. But there's another layer of vision still to be seen of who he really is. So Jesus wants to, in a sense, avoid the spectacle. Notice in 21 what happens. And by the way, students, this story is really bizarre. And the more we move through this story, the more bizarre and crazy it gets. 23 of Mark chapter 8 says this. Jesus took the blind man by the hand and led him out of the village. Now, the real language there of this leading him out really has this picture of Jesus taking control, like somebody grabbing somebody by the arm and saying, come with me, I have you. Obviously, he's blind. So Jesus is now really pointedly in charge, and he's leading him, notice what the language says, out of the village. This is really important. He's leading the person into this place where they're going to be alone, into this place of where Jesus can really be one-on-one with him. And then out of the village. This took some time. This wasn't something that happened in an hour, or it probably was perhaps a 2 to 3 hour walk. Well, like I said, the story goes from weird to kind of bizarre and really crazy. Let's take a look at what happens next. Then spitting on the man's eyes, he laid his hands on him and asked, "Can you see anything now?" Alrighty. This seems kind of mean. The man who's being led out by Jesus is blind. And you just imagine they're on this 2 to 3 hour walk. And I would imagine that there's all kinds of conversation that's happening where Jesus is probably listening to the man's story. The man is getting this anticipation, this moment building where he's so excited. They're finally alone, maybe out of view of all the spectacle. The man is standing there, can't see what's happening next. And then all of a sudden, he gets in his eyes this wetness from Jesus' spit. That's pretty crazy. But what's even crazier is the response that what Jesus does next in his question to the man. Can you see anything now? It's like, well, Jesus, what's happening here? I mean, if we take a look at all of the healings up to this point, I mean, they've all been like announced, declared, like Jesus would have taken the man off to the side, sure, no problem. But then Jesus would say, okay, behold, like, look, now you can see, be healed. No, it's Jesus asking this question, can you see anything? As if Jesus is in some kind of a slump of trying to do miracles. And what's even crazier is the guy's response that happens next. In verse 24, the man looked around. Yes, he said, I see people, but I can't see them very clearly. They look like trees walking around. Students, this is the only miracle, and this miracle is only recorded in Mark. It's the only miracle of Jesus that took 2 tries, that took 2 attempts. Now, why 2 attempts? Is it because, again, Jesus was in a slump of some kind? He was lacking power that day? No. I think what Mark is trying to do, the writer, is point out again that this story is illustrating the disciples' inability to see. The inability to see who Jesus really is. You see, we're at this breaking point. We're at almost, in a sense, this climax that's happening in Mark chapter 8. We get to this pinnacle of like, yes, people get it. He's the Messiah, and we're all in. But we're really failing to see who Jesus is. And what does that mean for Jesus to be called the Messiah and the life that he's going to lead that will lead Jesus to the cross to die for our sin, to die in our blindness. You see, what's interesting is this forecasting that we sometimes do. The disciples had done a lot of forecasting. They'd done a lot of forecasting on who the Messiah was supposed to be. Again, back to Taylor's talk last night, these expectations that we have. Back to Michelle's talk of the disciples waking Jesus and asking the question, don't you care about us? Again, do we really see clearly who Jesus is? Here's this blind man saying to Jesus, I see some things, but I don't know if I see it quite clearly. Well, students, I want to take you on a little quick journey. I want to take you through a quick kind of passage through Mark chapters 8 through 10 to show you the blindness that the disciples have. So let me show you this quick video to illustrate it.
So we begin with our first story here in Mark chapter 8, which is a story of a blind man being healed, which took 2 tries, which is an illustration of the disciples' inability to see. But if you continue on in the scriptures and go over to chapter 10, you'll discover another story of a blind man being healed. This is our second story, and it kind of acts as bookends, and in between are 3 predictions of Jesus' death. Now, right before he makes his first prediction, he's gathered with his disciples and he poses a question, "Who do people say that I am?" And Peter boldly answers and says, "You are the Messiah." He answers correctly. So let's move on to our first prediction that Jesus makes of his death. He tells his disciples, look, I'm going to be arrested, jailed, and then I'm going to be killed, and on the 3rd day I'm going to rise again. Well, this was so shocking that Peter pulls Jesus aside and rebukes him and basically says, Peter, you are out of your mind. Peter gets it wrong. Second prediction of Jesus' death. He once again tells him very plainly what's going to happen to him on the cross. But an argument breaks out with the disciples on who's going to be the greatest. Me. No, me. No, me. No, me. Obviously, they all got it wrong again. Now on to the third prediction of Jesus' death. Once again, he tells them very plainly. But this time, James and John go to Jesus with a special request. They want to sit with Jesus in his glory. Basically, they were saying, Jesus, when you rule on the earth and you're the special powerful king, can we sit with you on the right and the left? Once again, they get it wrong as well. So we have two stories of Jesus healing blind persons, and in between these stories are three predictions of Jesus' death, and 3 times the disciples get it wrong. But what's really fascinating is what happens right before the story of this first healing of the blind man in Mark chapter 7. Jesus is on a boat with the disciples, and an argument breaks out amongst them on who forgot to bring enough bread for the boat ride. This is fascinating because Jesus had already performed 2 miracles of feeding thousands with such little bread and fish. And he finally asks them this question: do you have eyes but fail to see? Peter did get it right in that Jesus was the Messiah, but they were blinded, a spiritual blindness, where they weren't able to see what type of Savior Jesus was.
Hey, welcome back, students. Let me take you to the end of our story here of that first healing of the blind man. It happens in verse 25, and it says here, Jesus placed his hands on the man's eyes again, and his eyes were opened. His sight was completely restored, and he could see everything clearly. In verse 25, Jesus uses 3 terms to describe sight. He says that the man was able to see again, that there was a sense of he was able to see crisp, he was able to see very intelligently, like the light bulb had gone on. Jesus goes on to say that his sight was restored. There was a sense of healing behind this sight. And then he closes with that he was able to see clearly. That now that he was able to see clearly, it opened up for whole new sets of opportunities. Students, what we've been saying all along, I'll say it again here tonight, that in order for us to even see clearly, it's going to require Jesus to touch us. Students, we are blind. We are blind in our sin. And without Jesus coming and going to that cross, without him saying to those disciples, look, I'm going to be crucified because I'm going to go and conquer death on behalf of you so that you can be saved. I'm here to heal you of your blindness. So one, we can't even move out if Jesus doesn't touch us. So students, maybe this weekend, maybe you've been reflecting and maybe you realize you don't see it all. And I invite you in this time of worship that's going to be coming up next, that you would use that time to say, Jesus, man, I'm a sinner and I'm blind and I need you to come and restore my sight. Others of you, you can see. You've been touched by Jesus, but maybe you're not seeing very clearly right now. And so I want to encourage you to again reflect on those expectations that you have. In the second prediction of Jesus' death, the disciples talked amongst themselves. They didn't even go to Jesus because they were afraid. They were terrified. They didn't know what he meant, and they were too afraid to ask. Students, I think sometimes we're afraid of what might Jesus ask of us. Or we are so locked in on what we think that Jesus should be doing for us. Again, can we actually remove the blinders ourselves? That Jesus has touched you, but maybe you're doing this. And you're not like me back in that story where you can see, you have eyes, but can you really see? Are you really looking at what's most important? Are you trusting Jesus with your life? Well, that's the journey we've been on this weekend. And I really hope that as you go into small groups, you continue to unpack and continue to ask yourself the question, am I seeing clearly? Well, enjoy the time of worship and reflection.
All right, thanks so much, Lloyd. Let's give it up for Lloyd, everyone.
Thanks,
It was
Lloyd.
Yeah.
Okay, clap that one. Awesome, guys. Well, just to let you know, the chat is open again. And again, we encourage you, just make some of those courageous comments. Maybe say something that stood out to you about Lloyd's message, anything of that nature. That'd be awesome, guys.
Yeah.
What's next, Reed?
Well, Reagan, I think we have another game.
Oh, yeah.
Might be the last game.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Do you know what game we're playing?
I think I do. Is it AirPod Karaoke?
It is AirPod Karaoke.
Nice.
So,
sponsored by your prizes for the night.
wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So, Reagan, do you want to explain AirPod Karaoke to everyone?
Sure. So AirPod Karaoke, right now in the chat, me and Reed are each going to sing a song. I want you guys in the chat right now to suggest a song for us to sing. Hopefully a good one that we know and could do well,
Yeah.
or one we don't know at all, and you'll just see us fail miserably.
Yeah,
with
this is pretty fun.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and in the chat suggest some songs. So I am wearing the fabulous AirPods,
Yeah, you are.
and we're just going to test them out for you real quick. So whatever
Those
song,
are the AirPods that
Yeah.
a student is going to get.
yeah, well,
They're
we just
touching
gotta make
your
sure they
ears.
work. Yeah. I think that raises like the price of it, that they touch
Really?
my ears and then they're now can touch your ears.
Wow, we're going to clean them. Don't worry about
Oh,
it.
I guess that loses the
Yeah,
value.
COVID. Yeah, no, COVID. We are cleaning them. We're deep cleaning them, but not so that it messes up the electronics or anything like that.
No,
So
no.
drop those songs in the chat.
So what's
Reagan,
gonna happen is one of the songs I'm gonna listen in my AirPods. No one else is gonna hear it, just me, and I'm gonna sing along with it.
so they're
And
not gonna hear the
I'm
music?
gonna be really good. Yeah, no, you guys
Wow.
can't hear it. It's just gonna be me. You're just gonna hear my soothing voice over the airwaves.
Wow, so we are getting word. Reagan's song is going to be all-star,
Oh.
according to our producers, right?
Classic.
All-star?
I'm so good at that one.
So they're holding up all-star. So Reagan,
Yeah. I'm
can
ready.
you look for it on
Let's
your
do
phone
this.
really quick?
Okay, yeah. Just sing it up. Here we go. Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed.
Wow.
Bling! She was looking kinda dumb with a finger
Wow.
and a thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead. Oh,
Nice.
oh, here we go. And the years stop coming and they don't 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 stop coming
What
and they
version
don't
of
stop
Nick
coming
use?
and they don't stop coming
Hey,
and they
Reagan,
don't
hey,
stop
hey,
coming
hey,
and
Reagan,
they don't stop coming
Reagan,
and they don't stop
hey,
coming. Yeah.
no, that's not how the song goes.
What? That's it. They don't stop coming and they don't stop coming.
No,
They don't
they
stop
do.
coming.
They do stop
Oh.
coming. Like
Oh,
you're done.
oh.
Yeah, Reagan. Let's give it up for Reagan.
Yeah!
Reagan, that was really good. Our producers are giving it up for Reagan. So
Awesome.
Reagan, now it's my turn. What
It's
are
your turn.
the songs? It's looking like our producers are suggesting Africa.
Whoa!
That's what they're holding up, Africa.
That's it.
Okay, I do like this song.
Awesome. Okay, well, go ahead, put those in.
Okay.
Here we go. Test them out too. Here we
Song's
go.
on.
Okay, here we go. You ready?
Okay, just vibing. I thought I was gonna start right there. I hear the drums echoing tonight. Cheers only whispers of some quiet conversation. Dun 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 dun. See summon in 12:30 flight. Moonlit rings reflect the stars that guide me towards salvation. Dun 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 dun. I stopped an old man along the way, hoping to find some old forgotten words or ancient melodies. Dun 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 dun. It's turned to me as if to say, hurry boy, it's waiting there for you. Everyone sing along. Woo! Sing along at home. Hey guys, I'm talking to you. It's gonna take a lot to take me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. I bless the rains down in Africa. But okay, thanks, Reagan.
Awesome. Wow.
Wow, the fish did not sing, right?
Are you so happy?
Yeah, he's just hanging out. Do we have time for another
That's
one?
so great.
Do we?
I think we do.
We do?
I think we had someone who really wanted to just play this game. I don't think they, Lloyd just came in from his talk, but he really
suggest your songs for Lloyd.
Yeah, Lloyd.
Hey,
Hey guys,
here's the AirPods.
what are we doing? I don't need AirPods.
Lloyd, I think you know.
No, I think you need the AirPods. No, this is how you play the game.
No, I don't need the AirPods.
You don't.
No. I'm a treasury of so many songs.
A treasury. Wow, what are some of your favorite songs ever, Lloyd?
They're
every song.
Every song.
Every song.
I mean, Spotify is playing in my house. Like
There's not a song you
24/7.
don't like.
I like them all.
Do you like non-Christian songs? Songs of other religions?
Alrighty. So, what do you guys got for me tonight? What am I singing?
What's he singing?
What am I singing? So,
Driver's license.
Driver's license.
Do you know this song, Lloyd?
I've never heard this song.
You don't. So, and you don't want AirPods?
I don't want AirPods.
So how are you gonna know?
Well,
what
because
this
the
is?
song sounds pretty easy.
How does it sound pretty easy? You just know the name of it.
Yeah.
The title gives it away.
It does.
What does it give away?
How the song goes.
How does it go?
Well, you're gonna see me sing it.
Okay.
Okay, Rick.
Who's it by?
It's by Olivia Rodrigo.
Don't know.
She's 17, right? Is she 17, guys?
Oh, because she just got her driver's license.
Yeah.
Thank you. Now I know how to sing the
Yeah.
song.
Do you want any more? Clues?
No, because you told me she's 17. You told me the song's driver's
She's
license.
recently gone through a breakup too. You
Okay.
said no, but I gave you one anyway.
That's very helpful. That's part of the song.
But you were going to sing this without the AirPods.
Alrighty.
AirPod
Here we
carriers.
go. Give me a little start.
I got my driver's license.
Okay. All right, here we go. I think I got it. I think I'm feeling it. All right, here we go. I'm of age. I'm now 16. I got my driver's license. Oh, I'm going to get my Porsche. Oh, I'm in my F-150. Oh, baby. I got my driver's license. I'm of age. Oh, I got my bus license. Oh, now I got my big rig license. Oh, I got my airplane license! Because my boyfriend loved me and I kicked him out of the airplane! Oh, driver's license! That's how it goes, right?
Yeah, that's how it could go, I guess. Well, what you guys just witnessed today, I guess, made history. I'm sorry if you guys weren't prepared for that, but that was Lloyd and his rendition of the new hit single, Driver's License.
Well, that sounds like a song a 17-year-old girl would write. She sounded really sad about her breakup.
Well, guys, put in the chat what you thought. What you think?
Yeah,
of it.
put in the chat who your favorite. What's your favorite rendition of any of those three songs?
Any of those, yeah.
And yeah, so also just want to clear something up. The Reed Manning in YouTube comments who said put an F in the chat was not me. That was absolutely not me.
Yeah.
There are many Reed Mannings. There's an imposter among us. You played Among Us.
I did
right?
play Among Us, and I know
Forecast 2021.
someone's in there.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So now
Well-
we're gonna actually bring up Michelle.
Yeah, Michelle.
Because Lloyd left, and last time we brought up Taylor to replace Lloyd, and now we're gonna bring up Michelle to replace Lloyd. So Michelle's gonna move us on somehow from what we just experienced to something in the
good music.
hopefully, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Here's Michelle.
All right. So, students, we are going to do a couple songs of worship. And I know it's very, very awkward in an online world to feel like you are a part of all of it and singing along. And so if that is something that is a struggle for you, I would like you to do something different. I would like you right now to stand up and maybe find a spot in your room or find a spot in your space where you can just be still. If that means actually sitting on the floor, or if that means going and sitting across the room and you're not looking at your screen all the time, whatever that is, I encourage you to step into that space right now. There's going to be questions on the screen. And so if you would like to journal during this time, if you would just like to look and reflect on those questions, that would be amazing. There are 4 of them for you to go through, but we really do want you to kind of shift into a different song that we're gonna sing along to, but really spend time with Jesus right now. So here you go.
Father God, thank you so much for this weekend and all of the truths that we were able to hear from all of our speakers and all the time we were able to spend in our small groups, Lord. I thank you that you are opening up our eyes just as we keep walking with you. I just pray that you would continue to show us who you are and what it is that you want us to know about you and in you, Lord. So would you bless this time of worship, and would you be glorified by it? We thank you and praise you in your name. Amen. this time of worship. Just pray that you would be with these students as they go. In your name, amen.
Well, guys,
Hey.
thanks so much
Yeah, thanks
for
guys.
sticking with us. That is it. That's a wrap.
That's
Winter
it,
Campus
yeah.
2021
That's it.
at church,
Yep.
not at Alpine.
Wow, yeah.
Reagan?
So, next, guys, if you didn't remember, if you forgot, or we didn't make the announcement, I forgot. Order your Grubhub right now. Right now is the time and the chance you guys can have it for group, which is what's coming up next. Small groups again tonight. Your leaders have the info. But
Yeah,
before any of that,
we have some prizes, right?
you
Yeah.
guys have been waiting all weekend for this.
So we're gonna announce 3 prizes. Three.
Yeah.
And what's gonna happen is we're gonna announce our second and third prize, what is that gonna be?
Those
Reagan?
are, each of them are both $20 Amazon gift cards.
And we're gonna have one for a high schooler and one for a junior higher. So
Yeah.
that's gonna be our second and third kind of mixed
Yeah.
together. They're the exact same.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have everyone come up. Let's invite everyone
Yeah.
up just
The whole
to
crew.
yeah. And this is the whole Winter
This is what
Campus
made
team
everything
here.
possible.
Plus a few people who were super helpful. So
Yeah.
that's not discounting everyone. Oh my gosh.
Lloyd's still on about his license.
Lloyd's really excited. He just
I got
Came-
it. I got my
he
license.
is of age.
You got it.
So this is right here. This box includes all. It's a joke.
You just gave it away, Lloyd. Awesome, okay.
So Reagan, do you want to draw our
Sure.
third place?
This is right here.
Third/second place. This is third place.
Right here. Read that, read.
Aaliyah Kingboy.
Oh,
Third
yeah.
place. Third place.
Middle
So
school winner right there.
she is the. Like it's not first. Let's not go too crazy. But let's give her enough.
Respect.
$20.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Second place. This is gonna be a high schooler. So if it's a junior higher, we'll flip them back. Sorry.
Lloyd, you want to pick this?
Yeah, Lloyd's gonna pick this one. Michelle's gonna
Lloyd
pick this
doesn't
one.
have the license to
Lloyd doesn't have his
Lloyd
he doesn't
the
have his
picking
drawing license. Samuel
Samuel
Bernard.
Bernard.
So that's second place. So
There
he's
it
getting an
is.
Amazon gift card.
Awesome.
So Reagan,
Okay, this is the grand prize right
the
here.
grand prize.
The AirPod.
The AirPods.
The grandest surprise.
Not the ones we
Right
wore
here.
tonight.
Okay.
I promise you they are not
Lloyd.
the ones.
Oh, yeah. Wait, Lloyd.
Lloyd is gonna pick this.
Lloyd, we're not done. Lloyd.
Lloyd,
Thank
Lloyd,
you
no,
for
we're not
coming,
done. No,
everybody.
we're not done. I'm
Winter
gonna pick-
Campus 21.
And this is why he doesn't have a picker's license. Lloyd, we weren't done yet.
Okay, I'm gonna pick
Who's
one
the-
at
who's
random.
the grand
Yeah.
prize?
No, Lloyd.
Lloyd.
Lloyd, where
now
the-
the box is empty.
Okay,
Lloyd.
I'm gonna pick one off the floor
Close
without
your eyes.
looking.
There.
My jeans just on the knees.
See?
Who is it?
Okay, I'm holding it. I don't need to.
This is Megan Kisabai.
Megan Sabai.
I almost said that right.
Megan
You are a
Sabai.
winner.
So let's give it up for Megan. She won the AirPods.
Awesome.
Let's give it up for Megan. And guys, let's not get too excited because that's a pretty good prize. That's decent.
Well, that was the grandest.
But we have a real grand
Wait,
prize.
what?
It is the fish. The fish you
Whoa.
guys, you have chosen to name Swim Shady. Shout out to Danielle Sneed for that. You can be entered in the drawing. Just kidding, the drawing's
It's
over.
over.
Sorry.
We're seriously giving
We
this
are
away.
actually giving
Yes.
this fish away.
Not
If you
yet.
don't want it, let us know. If we say you want it and you don't want it, we can redo the drawing. But yeah,
Sure.
Reagan,
Close your eyes.
close your
Okay,
eyes.
okay.
Close your eyes.
I'm giving away my child right here that I bought and that I
Swim Shady.
paid for and that I.
Yeah, not an actual child. You're not giving away a
my
child.
fish. It is Daniel
Daniel
Dearman.
Dearman, you have a fish.
Daniel Dearman, the fish
This
is
is yours.
yours.
Swim Shady belongs to you. So Daniel Dierks, congrats on the fish. We'll give it to you
Nice,
on Wednesday. We will raise it until then. We'll take care of it. We will play music for it.
Yeah.
We will. What else are we gonna
We'll
do for it?
do the same things we did in that montage video.
We'll take it to church. We'll let Sam.
Yes.
We'll teach it
We'll
about the
Pastor
Bible. We'll
Sam.
bring it up in a
Hebrew.
good
Yeah.
family environment. So yeah, Daniel Dierks, congrats. You won the real prize. Whoever won the AirPods, I don't even remember who won any of the other prizes. Did someone win some other? Were there other prizes? Did they matter?
Sure.
Okay, yeah, they matter.
Okay, so
But the
email
fish.
us. Email us. for
Yes.
your- we'll
Email
get
us
you
for
your
your
prize.
prizes
This
and we
isn't
can
a
get this
joke.
to you.
This is not a joke. You
Yeah.
win the fish, Daniel.
I never joke. Bye.
All right, bye, everyone.
Thanks for coming. Oh yeah.
Gotta smell.
Oh, bad place. Okay. Bye, everyone.